We are going to do composition of functions. They are giving me two functions, n of x, g of x. Remember, x is the, whatever is in this parenthesis is my input. This is the input. And I will work with the input and get an output. This is the function rule. Now, they are telling me find the composition of m and g of 2. To do compositions, you go from the furthest right. So to my right, I have g of 2. So I need to find g of 2. That's to evaluate. How do we evaluate? We plug in the number. So my input is going to be 2 for g. So g of 2 is 2 exponent 2. If you see, I am substituting x, I am replacing it by 2. And 2 exponent 2 is 4. So I found my g of 4. What they are asking me is find m when the input is 4. When we use composition of functions, we use this notation, or it's also equivalent if I use m and the input is g of 2. So these two notations are equivalent. I can use the open circle, or I can use the function inside the parentheses as an input. Okay, so what is m of 4? n of 4, I need to substitute. Remember my n of x? N of x is 2x plus 1. So my m of 4 is 2 times 4 plus 1, 8 plus 1, 9. So my answer is 9. So let's review again. If I have a composition of functions, m, for example, of g of 0, we go from the further right, that is find g of 0, and then we are going to plug it in m. So g of 0, what is g of 0? G of 0, let's change the color. G of 0 is 0 exponent 2. G of 0 is 0. So the composition of m and g of 0 is to evaluate m for the value of g of 0, that in this case is 0. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1, 1. So my composition in this case is just 1.